Welcome to a Club Podcast. We are live here in the studio, and I've got Ayo, a Manchester United fan, and I've got our Jeff, as always. Jeff, I don't know if you're watching the Leeds United and Tottenham game today. Well, anyways, welcome to the studio again, Jeff. It's always nice to see you here. And Ayo, again, really good. Come back again the next episode. And, you know, you've promised us that you're going to come back for this next episode, which is episode 8. And it's really nice to have you here in the studio. Guys, the weekend was Arsenal. It was full of Arsenal. We don't want to talk about United, but again, we still need to bring United in the mix. Because this podcast, it's about all football team. It's not about Arsenal. It's not about United. It's not about just Chelsea or Tottenham. It's just football.
Everything about football.
Everything about football. And today's episode, it's called VAR Drama and United Stall. Everyone knows that United, they drew their last game against Sunderland. It was a very difficult game. We're going to be touching base on that game, and we're going to be touching base on Arsenal West Ham and Arsenal Atletico Madrid. Arsenal going through to the Champions League final. The last 20 years, it was 2006 against Barcelona, which Arsenal lost 2-1. Lassen scored that goal, but Arsenal back in the mix again in the Champions League, and hopefully they're going to put their hands on that trophy comes the 30th of May 2026. Kickoff, 6 o'clock in Budapest, and we're going to be live on that day. Right, guys, let's get back into the mix, back into the studio. And today's episode is VAR Drama and Manchester United Stall. Right, guys, let's start with the Arsenal guys. Jeff, Arsenal had an incredible week. I think one of the best weeks so far this season in 2025 to 2026. What do you think about this Arsenal performance this week? Is it the blessing of May?
Brother, I don't know, man. I'm just over the moon. Jesus. This is the best time to be an Arsenal fan.
Really?
We are just about to win the league, and we're in the cup. Champions League final.
Yeah.
Since 20 years. Oh my days.
20 years. 20 years is a long day. Yes, 20 years is a long, long time.
2 decades. But what can I say? I will enjoy it. I don't care what other fans gonna say, because I get a lot of stiff from other fans. They start calling Arsenal team VAR Arsenal, VAR this, VAR that. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Right, Jeff, you've had a fantastic week. What about Manchester United? What happened? What actually happened to you guys? I thought you were on the wheel.
Well, I mean, I think what we played was a message because we saw people who had not had their run of games throughout the season start in that match. We had the likes of Mazraoui, we had Mason Mount, and there was I think Casemiro started on the bench. So it's quite understandable that we've had solid players cover those specific positions that I mentioned. We had the likes of Xerxes also start that game. So I just think it's a message to the board. It's a coded message, I would say, because those people are not starters. Are they good enough for Manchester United? Should Manchester United be looking to bring in reinforcements in those areas that I mentioned? Or is it that those players actually need to step up their game up to what Manchester United would call a standard? So that's what I could take away from the Sunderland game. Of course, they should have won us because they had a lot of chances, clear-cut chances. I mean, we can see that also the best player on that pitch was the goalkeeper, Lament. He was very fantastic on goal, and that's just basically it. So that's my takeaway. But long and short, we're finishing strong. We're finishing in 3rd place, given the poor run of starts that we had
of the season. Yeah,
yes,
brilliant. That's to be honest with you, I and Jeff were having a conversation. We had a conversation about this Manchester United team. They didn't start well. It's just like West Ham. West Ham lost their first out of 9 games or 8 games. They lost 6 of the first game. which, they're in the position they are now. But, Jeff, you can see what Ayos just stated about this United team now. He said they're trying to pass a message to, the board. You're trying to pass a message, you're risking your those 3 points for you to pass a message to the board. Is that a clear message from a manager and the players to pass to the board just to get a point away from home?
Yeah, what I see is Man United, they already cement the Champions League. They don't have nothing they play for, so they can just even bring the team from under 18s to play if they want, because they've cemented that third place. So they're already in the Champions League. They have to give playing time to people that haven't been playing.
They haven't been playing, yeah.
They haven't been playing. So I think that's fair enough. But that just shows the weakness they have in their bench. That their bench is not strong enough. So they're going to have to spend.
Comes the summer.
Because this season, remember, we are only playing one. After they got knocked out of the FA Cup and the League Cup, they were only playing one game.
Premier League.
They've only played 4. If you know how much game they played this season? 40 games.
40 games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And why only Zubimendi have played 46 games this season? Zubimendi alone played 46 games this season. So that's exactly what I'm trying to say to you. So at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about Man United. It's our time. It's our moment.
It's our moment.
Yeah, we should start enjoying our moment. No, I'm talking about Man United and things. Bringing Man United into this conversation is just trying to spoil our moment.
We're trying to spoil our moment.
Our moment, because we are the one that you need to be talking about. We're just about to win the league. 20
Jeff,
years.
We'll come back to us.
So you bringing in Man United in is just. I know there's a Man United fan here, but he should just quiet and listen to us. He shouldn't be saying.
Ayo, you agree with that?
Well, I mean, Jeff has every right to air his opinions. I mean, I watched the last episode, and I mean, what more would you expect from an Arsenal fan when you're praying for another team like Man City to win, and you saw the reactions last podcast. He wasn't even paying attention.
He wasn't paying attention because his mind was everywhere.
He was so focused on the Manchester City game. And then he can come here and say Man United is not up for discussions. But that's the fun of it all. It's all banter.
It is. Ayo, you actually nailed that on the head, to be honest with you, because that podcast is supposed to be episode 7. It turned to watch along. JB and Jeff. Don't get me wrong. I was part of it, but I was trying to control the room because my head was in Everton, in Liverpool. Mm-hmm. The other side was here in the studio. And, if you support a team, there is no way you get carried away. And the podcast was live at the same time while the game was still on, Man City, Everton, which is quite understanding. Come back to the second half of this episode, VAR drama and Manchester United store. Now, before the break, we were talking about United, Arsenal, and United have been in the same, that position where Raya got fouled. Jeff was talking about, this happened against United, but United fans are not accepting it that Raya was actually challenged. Ayo, I know before the break, you stated that the scenario against your goalkeeper with Saliba is different from the one against Raya and West Ham player.
Yeah, like as I was saying, it's hand to the face is a foul, right? Nobody's arguing that. It was given against Manchester United. It should have been given on this particular occasion. But, I mean, given the circumstances, Arsenal's chase for the Premier League title, I mean, we could all understand. And, I mean, the way controversies are when it comes to football, what I was trying to pass across is we should have like an established ground of what constitutes set piece fouls, right? Because these are the things that we will continue to see from the Arsenal side. We don't know which one is should be allowed, and we don't know which one should be given us a foul. So these are the issues. Yeah.
You know, you just mentioned about. I know so many fans, rival fans, stated that Arsenal, when it comes to set piece, all Arsenal player rush around the goalkeeper, turn around, they turn it into a rugby game. Jeff, is that the case? Is that what Ayo is trying to pass on to this Arsenal team?
What Ayo is trying to say, but I'm not actually buying what Ayo is saying, because at the end of the day, that game is a foul. Whatever Ayo is trying to establish about or is giving against Arsenal, against Man United, it was given because of the consistency, blah blah blah, this, that, all this. I think they're all bullshit, man. Because all of our fans, they just want Arsenal to lose. So it was a blatant foul. It was a blatant foul because Raya was about to just get the ball on the hair and grabbed it. There was this striker, the hands was all over his neck, and even grabbing his hand,
grabbing his hand
as well. When he's trying to raise and take the ball, and their keeper coming in and smashing into them, into Raya.
The only counter I can give you for that is Declan Rice had already started fouling from outside the box.
Fouling who?
Before that incident occurred. So if we were to even criticize and say, I would say it should have been given as a penalty because it was inside the box. It was Declan Rice committing the foul, right? So these are the issues, right? These are the issues. A goal was given, a goal was overturned. Why was it overturned? Should we have given the penalty?
What penalty?
You didn't see the challenge
the
penalty from Declan Rice
challenge. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. That's what I'm saying. These are the issues. These are what I'm.
Was that Declan Rice did foul anyone?
I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't even see that.
If you want to go by that, a penalty should have been given in the box.
Wow.
Against Arsenal.
Where?
Yes.
This guy, man.
I watched the same game.
I thought everyone is going to be coming with different.
A foul should have been given. I'm actually saying a foul should have been given on Declan Rice if we were to go by that analogy, right? So I'm saying what constitutes a foul during set pieces. We need to have standard ground rules. Again, like I said when I started raising this issue, there are three sides to the story: your side, my side, and the truth. And the truth should be established. That's my own. That's what I'm trying to say.
Now, guys, we can go on and on about if there was a foul in the box. It was given. The ref at first, didn't accept it. The ref thought, no, there was no foul to him. But when he went to the screen and he saw it, Raya one hand was down there, another one was around his neck. Another player was dragging his shirt from the backside.
And the keeper was smashing in.
And the keeper was coming. Yes.
I'm not doubting that, right?
So is he a foul or not?
That particular incident is a foul.
Okay.
I'm also saying there were a lot of things going on in that box.
How many things have they analyzed?
And if you go check, Declan Rice had a foul on. I've forgotten the West Ham player he fouled. So all things being equal, that should have been given also. If we were to go, but that's why I keep on hammering on what constitutes a foul, which incidents should take place first. Was it before the kick? Was it after the kick? We've seen situations where just mere contest has been given as a foul, right? We've seen that. We've seen that happen. We've even seen a lot of controversies in the past, and that is football for you. You can't eliminate controversies from football. And if we want to play by sentiment, again, I'm still of the opinion that there are three sides to the story: your side, my side, and the truth. You know what happened. I know what happened. It's left for us to decipher what exactly constitutes the truth, and that's it.
Okay, Jeff. I'll come to you. If you're a United fan, would you take that as a foul or not?
Of course. It's a foul all day. It's a foul all day. Even if I'm not an Arsenal fan, it's a foul. If it was my greatest rival fan that's Tottenham, as much as I hate Tottenham, it's still a foul on the keeper.
But
if it's a foul, it's a foul.
I was saying Declan Rice was pulling someone else as well.
I didn't see that. Probably the ref didn't see it. Nobody see that. They are just coming out with, trying to come out with, pulling some rhetoric that come out with some bullshit, say it's a foul. He's not the first person I've heard that from. Even my colleague Favor, he was talking about it was a foul on that. Other people, what kind of foul is that?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. The ref didn't see that. The VAR didn't see that. So what they saw, the blatantly they saw is the foul on the keeper. That's what they were concentrating on. If there was another foul going on there. If you want to talk about that, what was the one that I saw a foul there when they were manhandling Kai Havertz in the box? So you have to talk about that.
Now, guys, cheers. We can only agree and disagree to agree. Now, the goal has been given. The goal was given by what's it called? The goal was disallowed by the ref. It was given at first. Yeah, that was correct. It was given at first, and it was disallowed later because the ref went to the screen. Now we're gonna criticize VAR, and we're gonna come back to say, you know what, VAR is fantastic. The only time VAR can be fantastic if he favors your team. And I can understand where Jeff is coming from, and I can understand where you're coming from. The reason why I'll say I understand where you're coming from, because you're not in that position. Because if it's in Manchester United favor, trust me, you will back your team.
It happened to us. It happened to obviously. I have every right to be on the other side of the divide because it did happen to us on the first game of the season. Hand to the face.
Was that against Arsenal?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was given for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So why is it not given for West Ham? Hands to the face is a foul. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. The rules are not consistent across board. Yeah. That is exactly what I'm saying. The rules are not consistent across board. So if it was given for Arsenal, first game of the season, it should also be given for West Ham. Are we trying to say, we've played over 30 games and then we've forgotten the rules?
But that's the consistency we're talking about.
Exactly. And I'm saying, okay, well done to Arsenal. You guys have escaped 1-0 down. Such an abysmal result, right? One would have expected a better outcomes. But hey, I have no right to banter you guys a lot. I mean,
you won't have any right to banter us because what happened? We're fighting for the Champions League and we're fighting to win the Premier League as well.
Kudos to you guys. I'm giving you the applause. But I mean, you still have like 2 games more left to the end of the season, and it's football. Anything can happen. So yeah. Right,
guys. Before we go, we've got another 10 minutes to round up this episode. I want to ask you guys. We'll start with United. Let's compare United's season and Arsenal. Did you expect United to finish this season where they are at the moment, Ayo?
Well, I think we've had a fantastic season. As Manchester United, we've had...
As a big club, you've had a fantastic season.
I think we have had a fantastic season, coming from sacking a coach to dealing with club internal issues. I think we've put out a very good performance to finish third in the season. I mean, there's this other club that is struggling with 6th position. They were blue. They've not been able to string,
Chelsea.
Yes, they've not been able to string 6 losses. How many now?
Yeah,
such a shame. And then there's Liverpool. So I mean, given the amount they have spent. The number of coaches they've changed over the space of 6 months. I mean, I think Manchester United have put out I think they actually put out a better season than Arsenal. Owing to the fact that we had a poor start.
Are you silly?
And Arsenal had
Arsenal
had
what do you mean?
the chance to steal the title.
What do you mean? We are just about to win the Champions League and win the Premier League. You say
we'll see. Like
you have a better season. What do you smoke? You have a better season than us. What do you smoke, bro? You have to change your dealer, man. What do you mean you have a better season than us? Come on, man.
So are you
saying
saying United are having a good season better than us?
Have you heard him? Have you heard him?
Third points is
He
secure.
said, my man said.
So are you proud of Champions League?
Do you know
United?
that? Do you know
should
that?
be competing for the Premier League.
No,
Do you know that? Do you know that?
Did you just hear him?
Do you know that if Arsenal draws their next 2 games,
What makes you feel they're going to draw the next 2 games?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In my undergrad, if you had a 70,
Yeah.
and somebody had an 89 or a 99, the both of you are still in the A grade, right?
Okay.
So I'm getting there. So I mean, if you go ahead to draw your next 2
this
games
is not
and finish second, and I finish third, I mean, there's no much difference.
not
We all
I'm going to ask you.
all share the same Champions
This is
League
not
qualification.
mathematics,
I wanna
bro.
ask
The only difference, the only difference might
Yeah.
be if you go ahead and win PSG, which I don't see that happening.
Okay.
Right? So I mean, still, you finished second, I finished third. The only difference is you made it to the final of Champions League, and I mean, there's no more difference.
Someone please call 911.
I'm going to say this.
I think his temperature is that.
I'm going to say this.
Man is on something. He's on something, bro.
Jeff, I'm going to say this, and this is me not throwing shade. But we need to ask ourselves. We need to ask ourselves. United was struggling at the start of the season. Don't you think the reason why they're doing well because they're only focusing in the Premier League? They've been kicked out from
Grimsby. Remember that thing? Grimsby. Kick them out of the FA Cup. Grimsby.
I mean,
and I think that's the main reason United board are waiting. Sorry, Ayo. I think that's the main reason they're waiting. They don't want to give Carrick that job here because in their head they're thinking he's performing now. The pressure is not on them that much.
No
they're
pressure.
only in the Premier League. If they're competing in the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, what will happen then?
I mean,
I think that's the reason why he's still in that job. He's done fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but Ayo, you shouldn't compare Arsenal this season to United.
He said
I'm not
He said Man United have a better season.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying in terms.
You know what? Let's end
in
this
terms
thing.
of. I'm just saying in terms
end
of league position, right?
Let's end it.
We definitely not far off from each other.
What?
If you finish second,
Bro, I'm 20 points
I'm
above
saying
you.
there is still a 60% chance that you finish second this season and also lose the UEFA Champions League.
Brilliant,
So-
guys. Cheers, thank you so much. Before we go,
No, this guy is
I want to
smoking.
ask you.
He's smoking.
I want to
Literally
ask you,
smoking.
Ayo, and I'll come to Jeff. Ayo, if Arsenal wins the Premier League this season, do you think that VAR saved our title hope?
Yes, I would say obviously they did. It did save your title dreams, and it would be a good handshake from me to Arsenal because like the last time I was here, I said Arsenal do owe their fans that win because it's been a long time coming, right? And the only way they could return or to say a big thank you to the fans that have been supporting them is to hand over that Premier League title to them. I mean, it would be a very good joy if they could also do a double. I could imagine the joy it would bring to the faces of Arsenal fans.
Thank you.
And I mean, this is just me being spotlight now. So.
Thank
Now,
you.
do Arsenal deserve that win against West Ham?
Again, it's football. I mean, I can tell you the kind of nerves we face just playing 7-a-side on the turf and trying to like seal first to 5, and I mean it's always nerve wracking. So you can imagine how tedious the jobs of these players are.
That's
right?
the job of professionals, though.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the game. If your nerves will definitely rack. You want to come out with a result, and I mean, there's a high tendency that you come out with an average performance. You perform under pressure, and I mean, you might come out successful. You might break. So I to be fair with Arsenal, they did their best in that game. Raya was fantastic. Raya actually was very fantastic.
Yeah.
With the kind of performance he put out against West Ham. So yeah, it shows that they do want it more. And well, to be fair, it's good they went away with the win. one nil is not all that convincing.
No, yeah, it's
given the circumstances, 1-0 is not all that convincing. But yeah, obviously it would be a good thing if Arsenal did win the league.
brilliant. Jeff, cheers, thanks for that. Jeff, one question before we round up this episode. Is Manchester United still in the process or a never process?
I think what I'm thinking about Man United, I just think that the wheel is going to fall off next season again. They will sack. I think before December they will sack another manager.
Who is they going to sack?
Whoever is there, they will sack it. That's Man United. That's going to be Man United.
But they're building, Jeff.
I don't care because that's Man United these days, man. It's just building a sack, building, and the brick is always the build and the foundation is not always good. Then it just sink. So the sack manager and sack manager. On let me go to quickly touch on if we deserve the league.
The win against West Ham, yeah.
I'm not going to say we deserve it, but I just said we got the luck, and this is what we fought for. And secondly, I would think this league is one of the worst. This season is one of the worst way of winning league. I don't want to win the league like this next season again.
Jeff, Premier League is
I know,
really
but I
difficult
don't want to
win
win it like this again. It was ugly. Do you know that?
But you haven't won the league yet.
We're gonna win it. Do you know that we're gonna win? We're gonna potentially win the league by with 74 points. 74 points.
74
No,
points.
84 points.
We're 79 now.
85 points.
85 points. So if you win
Our next two games, we get 85 points. That's the highest we can go.
Yeah.
So that is poor.
compared to previous season, Liverpool and Manchester City as
That is
well.
poor. So I don't want to do that again. I don't want to win the league like that again. I don't want to win the league ugly. I don't want to win the league calling us Stoke FC. I don't want to win the league again, Corner SC.
Jeff,
I don't want to win the league like that again. I want to take it this season. I'm not, because we haven't won it for a long time. So at least if we win it this season, we boost the player up, give us the morale. But if Arsenal, alternatively, if Arsenal still have to be in nominated next season, which I don't want it to be, because I know Bode will give it to him. They will still want it to them, because I've heard that they're already negotiating with him to give him another bumper contract. So if he's gonna be there, because it's not my club, it's their club.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna be there, he have to change the way we play, man. I don't want to win. I don't want to win the league playing ugly like this again, man. It's terrible.
Real.
Ateta stays though.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
He's trying to wind Jeff up. Ayo, just one last question now, and we're going to be running up. It's almost late now. Arsenal have got 2 games to go to win the Premier League for nearly 20. The last time we won, Jeff, was in 2004 rather. 2004 rather. We've got 2 more games to go, Ayo. This Arsenal team that played against West Ham, with the way they played, do you think they're going to be able to win the 2 games and win the Champions League as well?
I mean, Burnley shit, so they should do well against Burnley. Who's the next game is with?
Our last game is Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace will be a very tricky one. But so I just hope that Arsenal does not pull out surprises.
No, we'll be Palace.
But I mean, everybody's expecting Arsenal to win against Burnley because of the form.
Yeah,
and it would now be a shocking turn of events if they don't perform well against Burnley. Crystal Palace a bit tricky because they have quality players. They are also trying to steal their own spot for the Europa League, I guess.
Crystal Palace, if they...
What do you mean?
Crystal Palace
they're not going to make this Europa spot.
So, sorry, I was saying they do have, I think they have a match.
They have a match 3 days before the final.
Yes, so
there should be resting players.
Yeah.
So I think they will be also resting players. So Arsenal should be able to pick up 6 points from both.
Brilliant. Yes. That's really, really good. Sometimes you want positive from other fans, right? Because what happened? Arsenal keep getting bashed. You know, when Arsenal won against Atletico Madrid, the celebration police was standing waiting to to see if they're going to celebrate, and which Arsenal fan did. And I think they haven't been in that position for 20 years now. And I think it's fantastic the job Arteta has done so far. And I believe if Arsenal can get through that line and win the Premier League and the Champions League, Arsenal will be a much better team, more calmness when they play, and with experience as well, because that will help the manager to progress to the next stage of his career and to take the club to the next level. But just one more thing for me to say to you guys is just thank you so much. It's never been easy running these episodes back in every Monday. Sometimes we do have technical issues, which is always happening anywhere. But again, we're going to get better, and we're trying. There's some things you can't do, but anyways, just want to say thank you so much, Jeff, and thank you so much, Ayo. It's nice having you guys around as well. Hopefully, finger crossed, we're going to see you guys next week, Monday, and IT should be okay. Right, guys? Cheers, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Cheers, bye-bye. Bye.